In this series, I'll give you information on the top 5 destinations in Canada to visit. Although there are far more than 5 great places to travel to in Canada, these are my top 5. So without further ado, let's start with number 5, Edmonton, Alberta, my hometown. This is the sign that used to greet people when they arrived in our city. I think it's important to note the City of Champions part of the sign and explain where that came from. Contrary to popular belief, it wasn't from our sports teams in the 80s, although they were pretty stellar back then, and their reputation fit with the moniker. No, the real reason for the City of Champions nickname stemmed from that fateful day on July 31st, 1987, Edmontonians know as Black Friday. That day, a deadly tornado ripped through the city. The storm measured as an F4 on the Fujita scale and endured on the ground for an hour, raging a path wider than 1 kilometer for over 30 kilometers in length. 27 souls were lost that day, but what came out of it was an incredible sense of community. People banded together and everyone helped in whatever way they could. It was because of that the city earned the nickname the City of Champions. Sadly, our current city council lost sight of that and chose to remove the name from our welcome signs. But if you come here, you'll get to experience the warm welcome you'll get from the people here. Edmonton is a very active place to visit, especially in the summer months when it's known for its many festivals, which has earned its new moniker of Festival City. In 2023, there were 20 festivals in all. Here's a list in no particular order. U-Fest, the Edmonton Ukrainian Festival. Edmonton and surrounding area has an extensive Ukrainian population and has had for over a century, so it's only natural that this festival would exist. The first U-Fest was in May 2018 and is a celebration of Ukrainian culture, food, music, visual arts, crafts, and dance. It's a 2-day event and brings together people of Ukrainian heritage to showcase their talents to a diverse audience. It is typically held near the end of May in Borden Park in Edmonton. Next Fest Edmonton. In 1996, Next Fest premiered to help support the growth of professional artists. In that first year, over 100 artists were able to showcase their talents in a span of 6 days. Since then, every year turns out hundreds more talented artists. Typically, the festival is put on in May or June. Downtown Spark. In 2021, the city received a grant from the federal government to support the economic recovery of the downtown core by means of digital business during COVID-19. In April 2021, the event included a series of free exhibits and exhibitions for Edmontonians to explore outdoors while following physical distancing requirements. Running late May, early June, 2023 marks the 3rd year running, and let's hope this free, family-friendly festival continues for many more. Alberta Circus Arts Festival. Firefly Theatre and Circus hosts this 4-day event which features Canadian contemporary circus performances along with professional development workshops for emerging and established artists. This annual event takes place in June. The Edmonton Indigenous Peoples Festival is put on by the Canadian Native Friendship Centre and the City of Edmonton and features local Albertan musical performances, cultural demonstrations, and showcases Indigenous talent, culture, experiences, and perspectives. Edmonton became part of Treaty 6 territory on August 23, 1876, but many of the First Nations in the area adhered to Treaty 6 at Fort Edmonton on August 21, 1877. This day holds significant importance as it marks the historic agreement between Indigenous nations and the British Crown. The land and treaty acknowledgement is now recited at local events and in schools to show respect for the land we call home. Improvaganza. This festival is a 10-day event that features the best improv professionals from around the world. The festival began in 2001, produced by Rapid Fire Theatre, and has grown in popularity since then. This festival typically takes place around mid-June. The TD Edmonton International Jazz Festival. This annual 10-day festival was founded in 2005 by the Edmonton Jazz Festival Society and centers on making jazz music accessible to as many people as possible. It features local musicians who teamed up with local business owners to promote the vibrant local jazz scene. It's a popular event among music lovers and usually takes place around the end of June into July. Grindstone Comedy Festival. Starting in 2012, the Comedy Festival features stand-up, improv, and sketch comedy of local, national, and international artists. There are also workshops to check out and help hone your comedy skills. This festival is typically held near the beginning of July. Edmonton Street Performers Festival. Founded in 1985, this festival is held in downtown Edmonton at Churchill Square. The annual festival features performances from artists around the world and gives an opportunity for local artists to showcase their talent. It's a 10-day festival that takes place in mid-July. White Avenue Art Walk. This event has been thriving for almost 3 decades. It is an outdoor studio and gallery in early July featuring hundreds of artists who both showcase and create their art right on the spot in Edmonton's Old Strathcona community. The Great Outdoors Comedy Festival. Edmonton is one of 4 cities that holds this festival. You can check it out at the Kinsman Park in Edmonton in July. The Taste of Edmonton. This delicious festival in Churchill Square in July promotes Edmonton's local restaurants. Sample dishes are had from over 50 locally owned restaurants and food trucks, so make sure you bring your appetite. K-Days. This 10-day event runs in conjunction with the Taste of Edmonton and is located at Northlands Park. The exhibit has changed names many times over the years. The fair was originally called the Edmonton Exhibition from 1879 until 1964, when the name was changed to Klondike Days. The name change coincided with the introduction of the kitsch theme associated in the 1890s and the Klondike Gold Rush. The Gold Rush had taken place over 1,000 miles to the northwest. Edmonton was a stopping point for prospectors headed to the Yukon on the all-Canadian overland route. Nowadays, you can enjoy the rides on the fairgrounds, watch concerts, and enjoy all the food fare. Edmonton Heritage Festival. The festival is a 3-day annual event held during the long weekend in August that has been going strong since 1974. It's said to be the world's largest multicultural celebration. It is a family-friendly, alcohol and tobacco-free event. There is no admission charge and is held in Horlock Park. There you can watch up to 900 cultural, folk music and dance shows on 50 shared stages. Admission is also free to over 70 cultural displays. Each pavilion offers a sampling of their unique cultural foods and drinks. The Edmonton Folk Music Festival. Located in Gallagher Park, the Folk Fest, as it's known, happens every August. It began in 1980 with 1 staff and 300 volunteers and has grown into one of the leading folk festivals in the world with a volunteer force of over 2,500. The festival is a charitable not-for-profit society dedicated to bringing the best of folk music from Edmonton and around the world. Carrie West. This Caribbean Arts Festival is a 3-day annual event in August, which includes a Friday night costume extravaganza, a Saturday parade, and a Caribbean village throughout the weekend, including live entertainment, a kids' corner, savory Caribbean cuisine, and the Caribbean Marketplace. The parade is one of summer's most colorful events, and the food is to die for. Edmonton Pride Festival. Held downtown in Churchill Square, the mission of the event is to support members of the LGBTQ2S+ community to be their authentic selves, to be respected, accepted, understood, and acknowledged. This free, family-friendly event features lots of entertainment for everyone to enjoy. The event has been held in the square since 1999. Edmonton International Fringe Festival. It is North America's longest-running fringe theater festival and happens every August since its onset in 1982. It features live theater with artists from around the world, outdoor performances, food, drinks, and more. Held in Edmonton's Old Strathcona community, it's a very popular event among theater lovers. The Edmonton Blues Festival. Held in the Heritage Amphitheatre at Horlock Park, this annual event premiered in 1999. For 3 days in August, blues fans can enjoy tunes from several musicians. And finally, for those Shakespeare buffs, there's the Free Will Shakespeare Festival. This event also takes place under the amphitheatre tent in Horlock Park and has been going on since 1989. It is produced by the Free Will Players Theatre Guild. To go or not to go, that is the question. Some more things to check out in the summer in Edmonton are Fort Edmonton Park and do some shopping at the Old Strathcona Farmers Market on Saturdays. Edmonton's beautiful river valley has an extensive trail system that overlooks the North Saskatchewan River. Besides all the summer attractions, there are many other attractions in Edmonton that can be enjoyed year-round. The most well-known attraction, of course, would be West Edmonton Mall. Originally opened in 1981, the mall was the largest in the world until 2004. Some attractions in the mall include the world's largest indoor wave pool at the World Water Park, which has 17 water slides. You can even go ziplining and take surfing lessons. Galaxyland Amusement Park, powered by Hasbro. There are more than 27 exhilarating rides to enjoy. The Ice Palace, which is an NHL-sized ice rink. Dragon's Tail, Blacklight Mini Golf, and Crystal Labyrinth Mirror Maze. Professor Wham's Adventure Golf. Ed's Bowling. Drive, one of North America's first indoor multi-level racetracks. The Sea Life Cavern, which features more than 100 species of fish, sharks, sea turtles, penguins, reptiles, amphibians, and invertebrates. Sea Lions Rock, which is home to 4 California sea lions. On top of all that, there are over 800 retail stores to shop at. And if you're coming from out of town, you can stay at the Fantasyland Hotel and never have to leave the mall. Here are some other attractions you can check out all year round: the Royal Alberta Museum, the Art Gallery of Alberta, Alberta Aviation Museum, TELUS World of Science, the Muttart Conservatory, which is a series of giant pyramid-shaped greenhouses housing many beautiful greenery. Take in an Edmonton Oilers game at Rogers Place. Go shopping along White Avenue. Take in a performance at the Winsphere Centre and explore the Alberta Legislature grounds. And if that's not enough of a reason to visit Edmonton, I don't know what you're looking for. I hope this was helpful. Thanks.